what's up, motherfuckers? This is the Rogue and Famous podcast with your host, Justin Jones of the band Rogue Fame. How you doing, babes? I'm doing good, thanks for asking. And here we have two guests right here, two fucking handsome young lads. We have Chad Bierman and Nonso Sorry, I'm fucking... EKG, okay. Sorry, I have to just sound it out with my kindergarten skills. EKG, yeah. You just told me in the parking lot right now, so I'm trying to nail that. That's a badass last name, though.
Thank you, man.
That's like a Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah,
Something EKG.
Hey, I'll take it, man. Take it.
Strangle a bitch, fucker. Oh, fatality. But they're from the band Familiar Faces. Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's us.
Yep,
and then your brother Sean couldn't be here, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's been working like crazy at his audiovisual job.
Audio visual?
Yeah, I say he's overworked, but he is. He got to work yesterday at 6 a.m., got home at like 11:30, and then went straight to bed, and then woke up at 5 a.m., got to work by 6, and he's still working there today. And he basically does that every day, and he kind of can't do anything. I'm like, bro, you got to get a different job, low-key.
Yeah, I'm noticing a trend with all of us musicians. We're just working to the bone every damn day. Dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
For real. For real.
Well, we're going to go through some of the music, some of the stuff I've seen you guys play live. Sorry, a little blast from the past, too, because I've seen you guys even before your Familiar Faces, and, I'll probably talk about just, mutuals we know and stuff like that, and like future things to come. But how was your drive over here? Was it none too bad, or
Easy
peasy?
Chad took the wheel, so it was great for me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Chad.
I've been working on songs like all day today and yesterday because I'm currently applying to jobs too, and while I'm waiting I was like, let's just songwrite. And so I was like, make use of the time I have now so that this can be our full-time job, hopefully.
Sir.
And Nonso was listening to my demos the whole way here, so thanks, Nonso.
Do you do that thing where you're explaining like, oh, this part's not done yet, so you have to be like, oh, this
like,
vocal scratch, trust me,
I was like,
who doesn't, honestly?
I do it all the time.
I re-recorded these vocals, but for some reason that version's not on my phone, so you have to listen to these.
You have to explain first, be like, trust me, it's not the main thing yet. Like,
Exactly,
so they're not
man.
judging. They're like, are you sure? Like, trust me, I
And
know.
they're like, just say you're not talented without saying you're not talented. Just kidding. I'm like, it's a demo, bro, I promise.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You guys are looking fucking fly as shit. I gotta
Thanks,
say.
man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, we're all
Yes, sir.
rocking the boots and
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
dope ass creepers. Yeah. Oh, you got like tuxedo creepers.
Yeah.
That's fire.
By Tuck.
Yeah. Were you wearing you were wearing those at the show, right? At the Den Studios 2 days ago.
Probably. These are some of my favorite shoes. I like them.
Yeah. No, they're pretty dope. I used to have some.
Yeah, I was wearing them.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to have some that were like white checkered, had like a rose and like skulls on it and shit. I sold them after a while. I'm just like, I don't think I could rock them as well, But like, you make them look good though.
Hey, I'm sure you could,
I
bro.
used to have those exact same shoes too, but I sold them as well.
Yeah.
They looked kind of chunky on me.
That's why I just feel like I'm walking on like double stack Oreo cookies or something.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Literally.
It do be like that.
No, but they look good for you, Chad. I feel like you can rock them a certain way. I can't. Like, it just didn't look great on me.
Yeah.
They're like,
I'll just stick with the
they do
animal
be
print.
chunky.
Yeah, I love me a good cowboy boot though. Like,
Oh, dude,
like, I
you
love
fucking,
good
you
cowboy
already know,
boots.
man.
Yeah, yours are fly, man.
I got these from San Diego, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're fucking great.
Yeah, I love a cool like pointy tip. Whoa.
Yeah,
Pause.
I love pointy tips too.
I've got
That's what the ladies tell you.
I've got Temu boots that I wear a lot that are
Temu?
great. They're leather and black.
I've got a
Really
few
nice.
things on Temu, like a burrito blanket. It got torn after like a month. Got a girlfriend on there one time. I'm just kidding. But
Oh, how much? I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Bro.
Well, you get what you pay for. It's all I can tell you.
Yikes.
Yep.
I went on one of those spin things as soon as you get in the link. Just like spin and just like takes you to 10 free things, but you got to buy like $300 worth of stuff.
That's what makes me not buy anything on Temu is the fact that it takes me 30 minutes to actually even choose what I want in my cart.
Yeah, it's
I'm like, God damn,
bro.
like,
Every time I hop on there, it's like, oh, you can get these 6 items. You can get $100 worth of things for free. And I'm like, oh,
Can I
shit!
though?
Like I can get this snare. I can get this like microphone, and they actually sound kind of decent. But they're not really actually. But
Yeah.
I feel like if it were true, like a polar bear would just burst into flames just because it's like these deals don't make sense.
Yeah, they don't at all.
And then
man.
I like select all of them, and it's like, oh well, now you have to select these other things up to.
Yeah, choose 20 more items for like, bro. What?
You have to pay at
20
least
$70,
$70, and
I
then
just
you can
want
get
one.
these other 6 items for
It's
free.
like, bro, I just want this ring. Why I got to choose 20 more items before I can buy
I'm
the
going to
damn
Amazon.
ring? No, literally,
I'm
man.
not here to be grocery shopping, bro, for items.
Exactly.
Imagine getting fucking lettuce from Temu or something.
Oh my gosh, man.
Grocery shopping.
You buy
Yeah.
it, and it's just like Just folds.
It's just like paper mache.
Yeah,
it's like that's probably what would happen.
Replica. The fine print just said replica.
Yeah, hell no.
But you guys got some cool style. I noticed. I seen your page,
yes,
and it was
sir.
very, very 70s. And have like that, all the brown and yellow shades and orange too. I really love that.
Thank
I love
you.
good photography like that.
Yeah, I'm very big on the 70s style and just that era in general.
No,
like
yeah.
60s and 70s are my favorite. So
It's vintage,
I always try
yeah.
to cater my style around there. Like this is how I dress all the time. Like anywhere I go.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's just I've kind of just built that I guess confidence, but also identity that way. So a long time I've been trying to figure out what my style is. Like what do I like? So I've tried so many different outfits. I've tried different, like I used to dress street, bro. Like I used to just wear like baggy jeans, Jordans, and like a big tee that with the I don't know, like just stuff like that. And then once I found like music and I found the 70s and all that, I was like, not only do I love the music, but I love the style too. So I try to interpret it.
So you just embraced it and you got your own style.
Yes, sir.
Fuck yeah, dude. I love that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I was kind of in a similar thing. I was figuring out for a few years, and it's like, I like me a good suit.
Oh yeah.
I started wearing
Yep.
suits.
Yep.
Yeah, good
I
suits.
love a
You
good
just
suit,
look
man.
fucking like people respect you when you walk in the door. They
Right.
even know your
I was
goddamn
wearing
name.
a suit the other day at the
Yeah.
gig you were at with us at the Den Studios.
Oh yeah. That one too. And your brother dressed really nice too. Yeah, like a really nice blue like, embroidered floral jacket.
Yeah.
I was a little jealous to be
I think
honest.
honestly, shout out to our mom. I think she thrifted that and was like, "Take this, boys, and we look it on stage." Honestly, our mom definitely got us started with like. I remember, I always thought it was kind of cringe, like in high school when we were playing shows and she was giving us these clothes, and then like other girls we were friends with would be like, "Why don't you guys just wear those clothes all the time? Like they look way better."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Really? Okay."
Yeah, it just took some of my girls your age. You were like, all right, I'll listen to you.
Exactly.
Not my mom.
That's all
Exactly.
it takes, man.
Wow.
I mean, I'd wear them on stage, but then like I would just wear like normal t-shirts. I mean, and which of course you got to be casual sometimes. But
Yeah.
now
Yeah,
it's like now
Can't
I'm
do it
try-
all the time.
You got
Yeah.
your off days.
now I'm trying to find the balance between like, let's just say Pinterest helps a little bit. You're like
Yeah.
college bar outfit men. Let's see what I should wear, and then you see it and like, okay, let's throw in some of my own style too. That's what I've been on
If you
recently.
type in college bar men, you're gonna get a backwards baseball cap, a white t-shirt, some jeans, maybe either Air Forces or Converse or boots. If you get boots, then it's like it's a little bit better, but then it's still really not that great. But you for sure will see a backwards baseball cap.
Yeah, and then it says,
Probably
I'm
a
not
mustache.
a douchebag in quotes.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Probably, you know what I'm saying?
I know, man.
Like,
It's crazy.
it's crazy how you just see the same copy paste dude in a bar. Like it's just the same dude
Yeah.
over
I know,
and
it's
over.
like,
It's like,
it's like
bro.
there's an unwritten attire that you're supposed to wear, and like a lot of times I'd pull up, in a gig fit and be like, damn, I'm like low key, I feel overdressed sometimes, but for that I never feel insecure about it at all. I just notice that
You are going to stick out.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
It's good though.
I love sticking
It's
out.
perfect for
Love it.
like networking and just
Yeah.
say you don't want to talk to anybody, but you want someone to come up to you.
Right?
Perfect. It happens to me every time.
Yep.
And
yep.
it's just
I
because
mean,
you're showing your soul through your fashion because you put
Exactly.
thought into this. It's like, think about that. You match the green with the blue and then like this orange to like dark brown tanness.
Yes,
and
sir.
then, and then you have like, did I already say the tan jacket?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But just all that, like that contrasts the green and the blue kind of more meshed together
Yep.
and that brown. And it's almost like a darker shade of red or whatever. So that's
Yep.
just already contrasting. Because contrast to complement the contrast.
Yes, sir.
Right? And then you have the rings, the gold. I love gold too. I have my
yes,
rings in the
yep,
car.
yep.
But, like all that shit, just it's like a conversation of its own.
Exactly.
And if like someone analyzed me the way or analyzed you the way I did, they bring that up in conversation, and then that's maybe a new friend, maybe a side chick, girlfriend, whatever, wifey, right there,
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
it's you can make a lot of cool things happen for you just
Yep.
by you being yourself,
Absolutely,
So I
man.
dig that.
That's all you can be is yourself. You know what I mean? So it's like, might as well. You know?
yeah, no, there's something very special with your identity when it comes to your style,
Yep.
Today I would say I put these clothes on, but like I was so stoked about these songs I was writing today that like I didn't get as ready as I should have. I didn't wash my hair or anything, so I just put this
No, you're
beanie on.
chilling.
But
I want people to be comfortable.
Yeah.
However you feel, just come.
I'm like, but this is still a fit.
Yeah,
That's
good
so sick
fit.
as fuck, dude. That belt is like killer, bro.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Nonso
man.
got it for me for my birthday. Actually,
Oh, is that the belt? Oh, yeah, that is it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
no, it's some other
Yeah,
Clean.
that shit is
Yeah.
fucking clean.
thrifted
Sir.
these pants, and This jacket, I don't even know where this jacket came from. It was just in my closet. We won these orange shirts from a battle of bands, actually.
Oh,
So
really?
That's pretty sweet.
I was wondering, like, fuck, I haven't
With
seen
other
anybody
stuff.
wear any of those. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But lately I've always been into like the 70s style for sure. But lately I've also been into a bit of the like old money style for some reason. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It's very different, but it's like still clean though.
Like a
It's
sweater around your neck.
like
kind
a or like a vest. You know, you were wearing a vest.
Yeah.
the other
Oh
day,
yeah. I
too.
wear vests all the
'Cause
time.
it's like it's still clean. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Old money looks pretty cool. My my
Yeah.
friend, he's my age and he's like 24, 25, and he's dating like a 40-year-old like Asian lady who like works in his doctor office thing with him. And ironically, he gave me shit about being an older chicks, and I'm like, you're fucking dating, you're dating like a coworker. But like, obviously things change. But she has an old money look, so she helped like dress him a little better. So like he has that thing, and he told me this, and he's like, oh, people old money that actually do have old money and dress the way they dress, they're gonna look at you and look down on you because you dress flashier. Because in a way, it looks like you're compensating for, you know, being poor or something.
Yeah.
But I'm
Stop
like,
compensating, bro.
it's like, who gives a shit? Like, I personally don't care. Even if I was
Yeah.
rich or poor, I'd still dress like this. I
Yeah,
don't give a fuck.
exactly. It doesn't matter, man. It
No,
really
I just
doesn't.
like dressing
you know?
crazy.
Yeah, no, fuck yeah. Did your fit the other day was insane.
I know,
Oh, yeah,
dude.
yeah,
the
the fucking-
purple suit, dude. That purple suit with the shoes.
The
and,
sequins,
Yeah,
leopard,
man.
gold.
That was clean.
You had
I'm not gonna
matching top and bottom. Actually, that's my favorite. Is matching top and bottom suits. Like
Same,
I want to
yeah.
get
Same.
more of those, like as
Yeah.
much as possible.
I got a few like 70s suits that match like that with the flare bottoms. Oh man,
Dude,
It's
yeah,
my
we
favorite.
gotta color coordinate next time, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm fucking
There's
down.
nothing
I'm
better
down.
than a matching, you know, top and bottom for suits.
For real, and you don't even have to wear a shirt. You know, just wear the jacket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
it.
Like it's like
No,
perfect.
for
you
real,
know?
I've been trying to, like, I was thinking about it. I was like, I feel like I already have a mix of pretty much everything in my closet. I need a bit more vests though. But the last thing I would want to get, of course, at some point I'll always want different stuff, and I'll always keep buying clothes because who in the world doesn't? Even if you feel like you have everything, but
You just
like
keep going. You
exactly.
Just keep adding.
Unfortunately, consumerism, you know. But one day I'll be like, I was like, from now on, I'm just gonna only buy matching suits at thrift stores so I don't waste my money. And of course, I don't actually do that. Of course, I still buy shit, but
It's like separate them and you find cooler things to mix match. I think that's
Exactly.
cooler.
Yeah.
You know? And more flavors of that for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been on like Amazon. That's where I get my sequin suits. Like they're more like looks like a burlesque gangster kind of thing. And my color code's like kind of my banners. It's the purple, well, the red, the purple, and the blue. So I'll mix like purple and blue together, or purple and red. I think it's like if you put obviously purple's already both red and blue, but you put red on top of that, it's like chaotic. So maybe
Yeah.
one night I'm feeling that, I'm feeling chaotic, and I'm
Yeah.
letting people know.
Hell yeah.
And then the next night I'll do purple blue because I'm feeling a little calmer.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you know, I just want to be in my feels. So
Uh-huh.
maybe don't come at me a different way, girl,
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, you know, like, don't want that. So I'm like communicating through colors.
Yes, sir.
You know,
I like
kinda-
that. I like
yeah.
that. That's cool.
It's kind of like my intuition of that. But
Mhm.
you know, I just want to say, like, when I saw you guys at Den Studios, I was like blown the fuck away because it's
Yeah.
like
Thanks.
it's not just
Appreciate
like you and Sean that sing, but then you sing as well. And you
Yep.
did Joe Cocker's "The Letter."
Yes, sir.
I was like, fuck! I haven't heard anybody do a rock cover of this, and I was
Yeah.
amazed, dude. That shit
Yeah.
was awesome.
I love that song. I mean, Joe Cocker's voice is very unique, very distinct.
Mhm.
So, and I love a good grit to a voice, you know, and I love rock, of course. So when you put the two together, you know, I'm a very big funk, Motown, like soul kind of guy.
Mhm.
So you get like the funk voice and stuff, but you get the rock sound. And you put them together, you get Joe Cocker. You know,
Oh,
that's,
yeah, 100%.
that's why I love his sound a lot. So, actually, shout out to the Bluebirds because they also do the song, and I remember hearing them do it live, which made me want to do it live. You know, because I was
Yeah.
like, I knew the song, but I've never heard anyone do it live. Then I heard them one time, and I was like, dude, we got to start doing that song. Like, that was so rocking. Like, that was amazing. You know, so we started doing it.
and you're
boom.
replacing the horns with the guitar parts, the
Yep.
new leads, which is cool. Like you just
Yeah,
transpose
they
that.
just absolutely
cool as fuck.
they kill on guitar always, and
Yeah, you guys
Thank you,
fucking
Nonso.
shred.
Yep.
You
guys-
shred too.
You guys
Yeah.
shred, dude.
Thanks,
I saw
thank
you.
you.
You have the most extreme shred face. You're just like,
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like,
Okay, thanks. That's,
Yeah.
I'll take that. I
Yeah.
love that. I try to.
that's how you can tell the
I mean,
soul's coming out.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like Prince, you know, same
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I know. I do have the purple guitar.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, I did too. And I forgot to tell you, dude, that guitar is fucking sick as fuck.
Thanks,
I have-
man.
I have a purple hollow body. But
Oh,
like, I
cool.
really like yours. It has the gold
Sweet.
plates too, like mine.
Yeah. Oh, sick. Yours does. I want to see it.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
guitar actually was originally, it's a Charvel Marcus's Flogli, or however you pronounce it. It's Italian, SFLOGI, and I was actually inspired by it because my music mentor growing up in life, James Clay Garrison, shout out, he's a legend. He used to play with like, you know, oh my gosh, I'm blinking. Steve. How am I blanking on their names? I don't know. Vice. I don't know. All these legendary musicians, but he used to play with them, and like Eddie Van Halen style. Oh yeah, he lived with Eddie Van Halen for a little bit too. But he had said that one of his favorite guitars he ever had, besides one that Eddie Van Halen gave him, was a purple Charvel. And so I was like, if he said they were really good, then I'm gonna get one. And I got a different model than he did, but I love it. It plays amazing. And I cut the pick guard with a hacksaw because I was like,
Whoa.
And then I just tried nailing the pickups in there like Eddie Van Halen did because I heard he did that. And I was like, I really love the finish on it. And I want to show it more than just cover it up with a black pick guard, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, I'm not going to screw into the guitars. And I was like, what else can I use besides drilling into it? And apparently there's these things called pickup rings. So I bought them on Etsy, and they're like gold. And you drill those in, and then you can drill the pickups into that. It works great. So.
Fuck yeah. Well, it is all about presentation. You know, I feel like shit, my guitar and your guitar and a lot of people's, like, especially your Rickenbacker, it's just fucking clean.
Thank you.
It's like that sometimes has more personality than some frontman I've seen. You know what I'm saying? So that speaks more than like even a song sometimes. You're like, you're going to remember that. You remember what that person wore and what their instrument looked like and shit.
Yep.
I've always strived for that, and it's cool. I see you guys doing the same thing. So game recognized
Sweet.
game.
Yes, sir.
Hey, thanks,
sir.
man.
Yeah. Like style, hands down, just fucking goated, bro.
If there's one thing that I can find that I can look at and with lust besides, like, okay, this is good. You know what? Let me rephrase this.
with lust.
Let's just,
There
if there's
you
any
go.
object that I could look at with lust, it is a guitar. That's for sure. And so
Alright.
it's like I want to make it as sexy as possible because I just love guitars. Like they're so damn sexy. So I just make it as sexy as possible, and I'm just like. I'm drooling on Instagram. Actually, there's like there's a couple of hashtags I follow, and one of the hashtags is called guitar porn, and it's just
Guitar
like all the
porn.
sexiest guitar
Whoa.
photos, and it's just like hell
Hey,
yeah,
yo.
bro.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, and my guitar, my goal was to make it look like a '70s porn magazine. So I have like Betty Page on there, Marilyn Monroe, Poison Ivy from the Cramps, Pam Grier. Let me see, I have Elvira on there. I had her sign on it too, so she actually signed like on her
That's
chest.
dope.
Yeah. That was a hellhole story. That just getting that. It's like a whole horror convention thing.
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy. I'm not getting into that. That's just too fucking long. But I do want to get into like a song or two on here, like some of my favorites from you guys that you play. This is a song I heard when you guys were the Bierman Brothers. You weren't in the picture yet. This is a few years ago,
Nope.
2021.
Yeah.
When I would see you guys at Sea Salt Burger and stuff. Where is it? Huntington Beach or?
Yeah.
Huntington Beach, right?
Sunset Beach, Huntington Beach.
Yeah, I would see Aiden from What Matters Most, which is at the time Slaves of Humanity, and then Minor Strut, X Wire when that was a thing.
Yeah.
Tons of bands like that. And I'd seen you guys. You played this song, and
Good times, by the way.
Yeah.
I loved those times. So
yeah,
fun.
It seemed like simpler times, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the owner of Sea Salt, he would have us play. He built like this massive stage, and he'd have all of us bands on there. He'd let me like climb the truss rods like Eddie Vedder. I didn't even know Eddie Vedder did
Whoa.
it, but I just wanted to do it.
You just look cool.
And
Look
we
like fun.
just it was like we were blessed. Like we started getting fans. People would come out to see us on the beach, and then it all got ruined because
sound complaints, right? Something like that.
sound complaints, and let's just say he was out competing other businesses, so they kicked him out, which kind of was really ass. But
No, it's
I
fine.
don't know if I should disclose that information or not.
Yeah, it's whatever. Only my mom watches this. It's fine.
But he's been killing it no matter what. Shout out to Bill Barrett. He's a legend.
Yeah, I'm not sure who I hit up from there. It was forever ago. It could have been him. It could have been somebody else, another booker. But I remember hitting him up because I wanted to play at the time, and they said we were too heavy. I'm like, I was fatter back. I'm just kidding. No, it was my music. It was my music.
Fuck.
I was just like, what do you mean? Like I sing kind of like
Really?
Corinne.
Damn.
It didn't make any sense to me. We had distorted guitars, just like all you guys. Maybe it was a little more like.
And What Matters Most was pretty heavy, or Slaves of
Yeah.
Humanity at the time. They were
Exactly.
pretty
I don't
heavy.
think it was any heavier than that. To be honest, I had like raspy high vocals and shit, like Axl Rose. So I was just kind of confused. I'm like, Corinne has that. Why the fuck are they in there? Well, I don't know. I really don't know fucking why. That's just what I was told. But I'm like, whatever, you know.
Damn, yeah.
But anyways, back on the topic of this though, I wanted to say this song. I remember hearing it. And then I recorded a little video of it, and I lost the fucking audio from it. I was like, fuck, that was a really good song. Then years later, when I, decided to start diving in all my homies' music, and then I found your guys' stuff. I'm like, oh, let me jump on their thing. And I heard the song, and it, like, brought me back to the fucking Seesaw Burger thing, and it was Feeling Alive.
Oh, sweet.
Like the falsetto.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking gorgeous melody, dude.
Thanks, man.
It's so rich. The textures. I know there's like flanger, like chorus on that, right? Or like a lot of
there's
reverb.
a delay with the filter. That's the main effect.
Mm-hmm.
And then the filter is what kind of has that flangy chorusy effect because it has a lot of modulation on the delay.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so good. Sean wrote that song. So the night of 2019 going into New Year's 2020. Actually, so we were like in high school, right? We went to our first high school party and we had a great time, and they were playing Mac DeMarco, and we were like, it was our first time hearing Mac DeMarco, and we were like, fuck yeah, like this is actually good new music, because we were into like guitar stuff, and most modern music is, now I'm into a lot more stuff, but back then I was a lot more of a purist.
Mm-hmm.
And it was groovy, and we were like, these are all cool high schoolers, they're listening to like cool guitar music, like fuck yeah, and we had a great time. And then when we got back home, it was now 2020, January 1st, and Sean just like started cooking up that song. I remember I was falling asleep and I was like, this is nice. Like it was, I remember I have videos of me filming from laying in my bed on Snapchat and zooming into him like in the studio working on the song. And like what it sounded like in the very beginning versus how it sounds now, of course. And actually I was thinking about doing a separate version kind of similar to, because the very beginning one sounded a bit more like it was a lot more dry, like it was just think like what's the song called? How am I blanking? It's by that guy. We Do It Live. The guy, Childish Gambino, Redbone.
Oh, Redbone.
It's like Redbone.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounded more like Redbone, like just like it's still nice, but like didn't have a bunch of ethereal effects going on.
Okay, so yeah, just more to earth. Okay.
Yeah,
I get
and
what
it
you
was
mean.
actually nice like that, and I really love it the way it is now. Sean and I, it's funny because you hear artists say they always wish they could make something better, even after releasing it. And we produced this song since he started in 2020, and over all these years we've worked on it and added stuff to it, and we kind of forgot about the song, and we were working on a bunch of different songs, and I was going through my Snapchat memories like in 2023 or 2024, and I was like, man, why did we forget about this song? It's so good, because it came up. And so that song and another song called the Veteran Song, which no one knows about, but maybe we'll bring that one back too, and a bunch of other songs, but we like I just took, because we ended up recording a session at Cypress Community College like in 2022 of it.
Oh, yeah.
And then Sean had that early demo from 2020, and then we made a different version with our music mentor at the time, James, same thing in 2020, a different version. And so I combined all the versions into one project, and that's what's the released version is now. But even now, after that, we worked with Tate Nichols, the producer in the UK, who's amazing. We learned so much from him. And a lot of his philosophy was like making the song build, So now we listen to it, we're like, oh, we could have made it build a little bit more, but we're still happy with how it is.
Yeah, I fucking love it.
Thanks.
If you need any validation,
that's
for
good.
me, I
That's
fucking
good to know.
love it, dude.
You can always change something, but people love it, and it's like, for years we never put anything out because we wanted to be perfect, and it's like those songs could have been growing, but at least now we're happy with everything.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I think like because we're all like roughly the same age, like 24, 25, or 23-ish, or how old are you guys?
23.
24.
24. Okay, we're all like in the same age range. Where I noticed, when I was, like basically 21 in like 2021 or 2022, all of us roughly the same age, and we're kind of figuring out all our sounds, what we wanted to be called, and then some people stuck with the same name, some people changed their names, and we all like evolved, and like we eventually figured out our sound, we figured out our energy, our styles, everything. And it seems like everyone I've had on the pod so far, that we all kind of know what we're doing. Like we've kind of figured out our calling, our niche. We're just running with it.
I hope so.
No, yeah, it's like
I think we do. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you guys have like the psychedelic stuff. You have the funk stuff down. You have like every aspect of rock and roll down, and any little thing you want to throw in your pozole pot. Like,
Yes, sir.
It's fucking sick. Yeah. It's like I did want to ask you.
Yes.
I noticed because I was checking out some of your fashion photography. I noticed you had Quincy Jones on some of your stuff.
Yes,
You a
sir.
big Quincy guy?
Big Quincy
Yeah,
guy.
I fucking love Quincy.
I love
dude.
Quincy, man, to death.
You seen his documentary?
Yeah. That man's a survivor. It's a genius. he's made so many records with like Frank Sinatra, Michael Jackson, of course, you know, like he's worked with all the biggest names in Motown and all these things. So, and I mean, just in general, Quincy Jones is really respected in the music world just because of all the shit he's been through, for being honest. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like he should have died twice, you know, and
Probably
didn't,
more.
and
Probably
survived, you know, like, and rest in peace to him. I think he died last year.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
I was like,
which is a good run, man. Like he really, but I'm a huge fan of his composition, just the way he like composes music and puts stuff together. Like there's a song called "Trying to Find Out About You" by Quincy Jones, but he has the brothers Johnson on it with him.
Oh yeah, they're fucking.
And
shit,
dude, I mean, if you listen to that track, that basically tells you everything you need to know about Quincy Jones. And there's barely any lyrics in it. You know, just give it a good listen, and it's hard not to like him. Honestly, he's a great producer, great artist, you know, and a great collaborator. You know, I mean, there's so much to say about him, and I'll just keep it brief. But Quincy Jones is like definitely one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to sound. You know, like how I want a record to sound. I always keep him in mind. Like how would Quincy want it to sound? You know, and
That's
go
great.
with that. So
for a while, like he was definitely a huge influence when I was still
Absolutely.
coming up. I was like, wow, like I would rewatch the documentary. I think I've watched it like 10 times
Yeah.
since it came out. I just thought it was so inspiring, like where he came
Absolutely.
from, and he just kept working and working. Like I said, we're
Yep.
all like working ourselves to the bone.
Yep.
But, like he's the prime example of someone who didn't stop even when they had kids and
Yeah,
stuff.
I
which
mean,
is-
I feel like the music world, the theater world, film world, the arts in general, you know, like it's all built off of hard workers. You know, like there's no way to make it in the arts without working all the time and like doing, especially in a world that unfortunately I feel like doesn't support the arts that much. You know, like I feel like we live in a society where like you're expected to work 9 to 5, or you're expected to make enough money to own a house and raise kids. Not everybody wants that, and especially artists who just want to be creative and do their thing. It's not really, it's not supported. Let's just be honest. You know, like it's really not. They make it as hard as possible for us to make any money doing music or to get anywhere making music in general. So you have to really stand out, but you also have to like be giving 120% all the time.
because everybody
you
else
know?
is too.
Exactly. The competition's crazy, and there's so many good bands out there. Like at the Den, we listened. Shout out to the band Dame. We were watching their set, and oh my god, like that band blew my mind. You know, like absolutely blew my mind. And it just goes to show how many great bands are really out there. That's just one of them. You know what I mean? Who knows the millions of bands out there that we're competing with, you know?
And they're inspiring. They were so good, man. So
Amazing.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Helped me see.
I mean, the whole show, the theme, you know, like with medieval times thing, the lead singer, what was her, Veronica?
Yeah.
Veronica, she had on like a knight outfit, and then like
Oh, that was that with the chainmail?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
man, it
I was
was
like, who's this
amazing.
girl?
Literally, I thought the same thing. I was like,
Yeah.
what is this? I was
Is it
like,
Joan
what's
of
going
Arc
on?
in this bitch?
Yeah, that was for real. I was like, man, what's going on? And I love history. You know, like I'm going to a Renaissance fair next month.
Oh,
You know, so
shit.
yeah, so I'm like, I was already like, okay, this is gonna be cool. And then they started performing, and the riffs, the vocal runs, the bass lines, the guitar parts, the decision making of the band in general, just they were so tight. Everything was amazing, you know. So it just goes to show, like, obviously I think we're amazing. I think Familiar Faces is dope. Obviously I wouldn't be in the band if I didn't think we were good. You know what I'm saying? But I listen to bands like that and I'm like, man, like the competition's real out here, man. Like there are bands out there that will give us a run for our money, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's inspiring, honestly. Like watching them, the guitarist playing with them. He's the guitarist of Rat too, you know. And Rat is
yeah.
like a '80s hair
Oh, he
band.
did look familiar.
They're amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
And I
he
got
was
to
in
talk to
that.
him and got his Instagram. He followed me back. So nice, so supportive. And they said they want to do more shows with us. They said they really loved us, and we really love them. And it's like it's inspiring because like you said, there are so many great bands out there, but at the same time, like it's not often that you're super inspired by a show and just like feel like you're having a blast just watching
Exactly,
it.
especially as an artist yourself, you know,
Yeah.
like you're kind of looking into the nitty gritty of everything. So like, I'm not saying that, okay, like I will be honest, like I don't get impressed too much when I see bands, like not all the time, or at least not very often. So when I do, I'm like, oh my god, you know, like I'm like, damn, who is this band, like what's their music and all that stuff.
The nice thing is watching them. It wasn't like I was like watching something to critique it. Not that I always have that mindset.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Like,
hard not to when
it's
you're
hard
in
not
that
to
field.
when you're
Yeah,
a
when you're an
musician.
artist,
Exactly.
you have to,
It's
yeah.
like telling a chef not to critique the food they're eating. They're naturally going to.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you handed the chefs just something so good that it, like in Ratatouille, where it just takes them back, and they just like, they just have fun with it, and that's just how I felt. Like, I just felt like I was having fun, like at the show, and it's like it inspired me to want to give people that same feeling, you know, especially like with AI music and even AI videos of artists performing. It's like you're talking about how it's hard to make money as a musician. Like,
Yep.
it really is, and it's like, now what we create, it might be valued even less because AI can generate millions of songs in an instant, and like, what's the point of the songs I'm writing, you know? But it's like, I hope people still see the value in that, and I'm sure they will, because I care about like what someone was going through and they wrote something, you know? And it's like, when it comes to live shows, that's something I hope they don't make AI robots that perform. Like,
Nah.
That'd
come
be lame
on,
as shit,
please,
man.
can we stop?
My thing with that is, look, the arts were created in general as an expression piece for people. You know, like, people are supposed to create art. That's the whole point, you know? So like, you take away the whole, like, you can't take away the heartbeat of art, you know, which is the people, you know, like,
It's a
we're the
human
ones that
experience.
create. Yeah, exactly. And it's just not going to be the same trying to like watch a robot perform. Like, that robot didn't make the song. The robot don't even know what's going on. The robot's just doing what it was commanded to do.
Yeah, it
you know?
didn't go through heartbreak. It didn't get called, you
Right.
know,
Yeah.
a piece of shit or something that you're writing that into a song.
Right.
You know, it's
So-
like, it's not gonna do the same
So,
bullshit. You know?
yeah, and that's why I think the arts are safe. I just think we're going to be okay because I think ultimately you need people to go to shows. You're not going to get AI robots to go to shows.
Yeah.
That's just not going to
You
happen.
get bots
you
for
know?
follows, but that's about it. People
Yeah.
can tell when it's fake because they'll see the
Exactly.
receipts
Yeah.
when they're at the shows.
Right, and bots
I
all do
know.
the same thing,
Yeah.
you know. So we need people in order for arts to really work. So that's why I feel like we'll be okay with music in general. I mean, as long as humans don't feed too much into the AI stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna be a little forward thinking here. I think that, like, you know, I mean, as long as we can figure out the energy situation with AI, hopefully it'll be very beneficial with, like, when it comes to most work we need to do, and maybe we might need to work less if AI can actually provide resources for us, because that's the essential point of people working, is to get resources, whether that's money or
Have them do the
farming.
shit jobs we don't want to do.
Yeah, exactly. Have it do
Right.
the shit jobs. But even then, it's like, yeah, a lot of times AI has generated songs and it's like, shit, I'm not gonna lie, I've heard a couple good AI songs. Like, there was a recent AI song that charted #1 on the Billboard and people didn't even realize it. I can always tell when it's an AI song, though.
Who's getting
just
the money
'cause-
though?
I know, exactly, that's the
Right.
thing.
Where's it
But
going?
it's like, just because it's good, I don't know, I'm not gonna hate, but at the same time, what I will say is that seeing good bands like Dame just reminds me that, like, we are entertainers, you know, and it's like, I could write all sorts of songs, but I really just want to entertain people when they come to our shows, let them escape, have a good time, no matter what, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like,
Yeah. Hey, I can't replace my dick and fart jokes on stage. So.
Yep.
You see, I'm flirting with a chick on stage.
Yep.
Yeah, but I want to go back to your point where you're saying like you don't mean to like judge other bands or feel like, oh, you're not being impressed, but it's
Right.
like, I think the threshold for greatness has been pushed so high since Elvis, pretty
Hell
much,
yeah.
and Zeppelin and the
Yep.
Who, whatever the fuck you want to call it,
The
whoever's on
Beatles.
top. Exactly, it's like it's been pushed as high as, like, maybe not as high as it can go, but it's pretty high up there. So
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I have that same thing where I'm not impressed by everybody I see. I'm sure
Yeah.
sometimes you just have a bad show and you weren't your best, and just do better next time. But
Yeah.
it's like, it's good to have that, because then when you are impressed by someone, then you want to talk to that guy.
Exactly.
And you're like, okay, he works hard. You can tell.
Mhm.
You know, he dresses well. He fucking sang his heart out. He's sweating. I'm gonna go
Yep.
talk to him, and then
Absolutely.
boom, game recognized game, and that's what leads to like more connection and
Absolutely,
you know,
man.
more of the
Absolutely.
scene. Like
Yeah.
I guess just like flourishing, really.
Yep.
It's like the big dogs, you know, on their level. But
And their performance will tell you exactly everything you need to know. You know, like that's the thing that's really cool about it. It's like the experience is everything, you know. Like, they can rehearse all they want in the rehearsal studio. They can write as many songs as they want, but like, it's about how you make the audience feel when you get on that stage, you know. That's ultimately what's going to cater your success, you know. It's like, can you make somebody like literally want to see you again? You know,
Yeah.
can you make somebody want to add your song to their playlist? Because that's where the money is, if we're being honest, you know. And that's a hard thing to figure out, but if you can, then you're set, you know, basically. And I think Dame has that potential. I think we do. I think there's a lot of great bands out
Speed
there that
of
have
Light.
it. Yeah, Speed of
Shout out.
Lights.
they're
And
fucking, I want to get them on here at some
We
point.
used to
They're
play with them
badass.
at DP Altas all the time, and then they got on tour with
The Warning.
Bad Religion.
Yeah, Bad Religion.
Oh,
there
about
you
them
go.
too? Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I saw just their post when they're with The Warning, and The Warning is badass. It's an all-girl sister rock band.
Oh, they're so good. I
They're
love Speed
so
of Light.
badass.
I don't know The Warning, but
Yeah.
shout out Speed of Light. It's goats. They used to
No,
have
they're
us play
cool.
with
I want to
them.
get them on here at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they're awesome.
Yeah, they're
And there's
cool.
so many great bands.
Yup.
I think one thing that shows off how pro you guys are, specifically you and your brother, I've noticed this since I saw you in
Sorry,
the beginning.
Nonso. I'm just kidding.
No, it's because like I haven't seen you do this. It's usually you or your brother. You're adjusting your pedals, like something's like up with it during the song, but you're soloing, and then you're like casually just kind of doing that, or you'd have your
Thanks.
phone out recording. I've seen you do it, and then the skateboard
Yeah.
tricks you do and shit while playing guitar,
Thanks, man.
and you're not really missing notes.
My
It's so
mom,
casual.
my mom, Sean's mom, our mom, because we're twins, obviously. She will always complain about that. She'll be like, about just the tweaking pedals. She'll be like, stop
Yeah.
going down and tweaking your pedals. Like, you need to be performing. And I'm like, I'm just such a stickler for tone. Like, if something's not just right, I need to edit it. You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
leave it unless it's something really noticeable, like say my octave pedal was accidentally turned from the 5 to the 4, and then I'll be like, oops.
Oh, yeah, you have to change that.
That's unchangeable. But like, I notice you're just doing little tweaks, and you're like, you go back up, you're like, no. You've done it a few times.
Yeah.
And but it's like it's so casual looking, it's not fucking the song up at all.
Yeah,
and
no,
that's what
I
I think's
try not
hilarious
to.
about
I mean,
it.
Thankfully, I can tap pretty well, so I can
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like go down, tap.
Yeah, but I think it's stuff like that that's definitely like, oh yeah, they got it. They know their songs inside it out, the backup
For
vocals,
sure.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool that all you guys can sing too. Like I
is
see a lot of
cool,
people doing the
honestly.
harmonies and just the backup
I'm
vocals.
grateful that we all can for sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
Nonso's had a great voice since he came out the womb.
yeah.
Sean
Came
and
out
I-
singing.
Sean's had a pretty good voice. Mine's came a long way, but
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
grateful.
I mean, I had my growing pains with it too. I remember when I
Yeah.
first like unlocked my rasp, I was just in my garage forcing myself to sing like Pearl Jam and Soundgarden and shit, and eventually just like I pictured it opening up kind of like, you know, the eggs from Aliens, you know, they kind of it's kind
Yeah.
of like that. Kind of pictured my throat opening up and I could hit the note. Now it was just very raw.
No, it's so
You focus it.
psychological. Like
Yeah.
it's singing because you can't tell the muscle. It's like I can tell my muscle how to do this, but you can't tell your vocal cords to like, oh, go to this pitch right here. You know, I mean, like you can't like just stretch your vocal cord out. You can't stretch your throat out. You just have to imagine it stretching
Yeah.
out.
And it's like exercising it to get to that point.
Yeah.
You know, it's a muscle just like everything else working out. Like,
Mhm.
you know, you could do 30 pounds this day on a fucking dumbbell. Now it's 40 the next week because you got the tear in.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
healed up. Kind of like that. I kind of picture it. Yeah. It's just healed up after, and then slowly just exercising. You're chilling.
It's
you know?
me right now. I got DOMS. I can't even straighten my arm out fully. I've been started going to the gym recently. I'm like,
Yeah. Where do you go? Like a Gold's Gym? Fucking.
my parents, my mom's got a membership at LA Fitness, so she just
Oh,
takes
shit,
me
me
with
too.
her. Oh, sweet. That's
There's one
nice.
up the street in Montclair, the one by the Montclair Mall I go to and stuff.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I chose
Cool.
not to go today. I'm like, it's too hot. I'm gonna relax.
I know. I would have gone, but if I can barely straighten my arm out, then I'm gonna get injured if I lift on it.
So
So
what's like your gym attire? I go just looking like a fucking bum. I don't try to dress up. I'm just like, it's a fucking gym. I get sweaty, dude.
Yeah.
Just going to t-shirt, shorts.
I usually wear boots, turtleneck, suit. I'm just kidding.
I was like, what?
Old money and old gym.
No, I do not. I mean, I'm just going with my mom, trying to be a healthier man. So
Yeah.
it doesn't really. I'm not. I wore flip flops once, and they said I'm not allowed to, so I had to go back home and
Yeah.
had to put shoes on. But I just wear like shorts, shirt, shoes.
Yeah.
I would wear flip flops if I could. I love flip flops.
Yeah. I think their concern is just dropping something heavy on you.
Exactly.
But I mean, then again,
Yep.
if you're wearing basic fucking shoes, it
Still
really
gonna hurt.
like Pumas aren't
Yeah.
saving you from shit. You know?
Hell no.
They're not.
Yeah.
Fuck. Let me ask you this. What's I ask this like from everybody because it's just I get interesting answers every time. What's like your best and worst show?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Hmm.
Best show.
If anything, do your worst one first. That way you could I guess like get the uplift afterwards.
Worst show. Ooh, I feel bad talking about our worst show.
You don't have to name venues or names or anything. It's just in case it's that.
Yeah, well, let's see. We play with a lot of different people a lot, and sometimes if someone's unprepared, playing with us. Like, okay, drummers. You know, I love drummers. We have amazing drummers we play with, but there has been a couple times where like the drummer said they were prepared and then they weren't, and then we go to do the show and it's like, I mean, if the drummer doesn't know the song, the tempo, the changes, like of course the song's pretty much fucked. You know.
Yeah, if they don't know, nobody knows.
Yeah, and we can do the best we can, but like. It doesn't hit the same, obviously.
No, you can. I mean, especially me as the bass player can feel it heavily. You know, so if the drummer doesn't know it, I know right away that they don't know it, and it's like, well, damn. Well, this is gonna suck for me too now. You know, so
and
it's
you
like,
look bad as a unit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, got their shit together.
It's like, damn, I wish our friends didn't come to this one.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, the rough shows.
Yeah, so when drummers, if a drummer doesn't know the songs, and I mean, this show's kind of already decided its fate at that point. You know,
yeah,
so it's
of course. It's like, man, what did you expect showing up here not learning the songs? But to be fair, we're not famous. We're still getting up there. Hopefully, I mean, I believe in us. So, but right now we don't have the insane budget, and if we're having someone learn like 4 hours of material, pay them like, $100. Like, I understand at the same time.
Yeah, but don't sign up for the fucking thing if you're not gonna do it.
Yeah,
that's my mindset behind it, because I don't care if it's free. I don't care if I'm getting paid $2,000, whatever it is. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm just gonna do it. You know what I mean? So if I say I'm gonna learn the songs and I'm gonna be at the gig, then I'm gonna learn the songs and I'm gonna be at the gig. You know, like if you accept to do it, then you gotta do it. That's my mindset behind it. I get it. There's not a lot of money, but what musicians that aren't famous is making a lot of money right now anyway?
Session people,
you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like even session guys, like, yeah, they'll make money, but like they don't get that many gigs unless you're really up there.
In demand, you know.
So it's like, I personally just love performing. I just love to play and like be able. So if I get a good opportunity to play songs and I know I can do it, then I'll say yes. But that's why I'm also very big on saying no, because I'm like, I'm not gonna say yes to certain things that I just can't make happen. You know, just because I want to like help someone. Because at the end of the day, you're not helping them. You know, like if I say yes and then I don't pull through, then I'm not helping them at all. In fact, I'm making it worse. Might as well just say no from the get-go and then let them find someone that will be able to handle it. So.
Yeah, I will say, shout out all our drummers. That you guys are so good, and it's been a long time since we've had that happen. And it's not like, I mean, we always pull through anyways. But like shout out all of our drummers. You guys are awesome. We love you very, very deeply.
Very deeply.
and everyone we play with these days is good enough to just pull it off, honestly. I mean, realistically, we'd like it if, instead of pulling it off, someone had it down. But everyone's talented, so, we make it happen, they make it happen. So
it's fine. Like, you have your vision, and you want to make sure it's executed as perfectly as possible. And it doesn't need to be perfect. You have to just accept the show. Especially
a cover show, at a bar. It's like, if we're running a cover, and all our drummers always nail it with the originals, so respect for that. Because, that's like, thank you. It's a song we put in, we have a vision, and everyone always knows that. They're like, whatever you want, man. Like, it's your song. So, it's great. And I don't know. For me personally, my worst show might be, like, I don't know. Probably when I was 12 and that was my first show ever, and I was like, I remember I told everyone before, because we were playing Smoke on the Water and I learned the guitar solo, and I was like telling the crowd, I was like, hey guys, if I mess up, it's my first show, so I'm just nervous, please don't give me a hard time. And then I ended up improvising, which is pretty not bad for a 12-year-old, honestly. I just played the G minor pentatonic scale, not exactly what the solo was, but then afterwards I apologized. I was like, sorry guys, I didn't actually play the exact solo, and everyone was like, we wouldn't have known.
That was a good lesson. People don't realize they're not gonna know, especially if you did an original. They just be like, all right.
Yeah. But even then, no one knows the solo of Smoke on the Water by heart. Maybe a couple people, especially guitarists, that actually learned it. But
I know the riff.
I don't even remember how the solo goes.
I can't even remember right now, and I love Deep Purple.
Yeah. You know the riff. Exactly.
You just need to know that part. You're fine.
And obviously now I'm always improvising solos. In fact, it's one of my strengths.
I've honestly never listened to that song. Like, I just
fully through.
No, I've only heard the little boom, 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 boom. That's as far as I know. And it's because it's such a generic, like, starter song, so that's why I'm like, I can't. Same with like Smells Like Teen Spirit.
There's that psychology.
I'm just like, all right, bro.
Have you ever like learned something a different way on accident and it made you a better player? Because I remember specifically with this song, what Smoke on the Water we're talking about. You just tossed a memory in my brain when I was first figuring out drums when I was 14, because I couldn't figure out guitar. I was too stupid. So I was like, let me bang shit. But I was like, I knew where all of the drum pieces were. I didn't have a drum set yet. But what I'd do is I had chopsticks, and my mom would be driving in the car, and I'd just be playing along to the songs, right? Just air drumming. And I would do Smoke on the Water with one hand. Yeah. And it's played with two. It's double time. But then I would do it with one hand, and I got extra stamina. And keep in mind, I'm not hitting anything, so there's no ricochet off.
No bounce back, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm literally just basically just making this thing strong as fuck. So when I did get a drum set, I already had extra stamina because I thought the song was played with one hand, so it was kind of like getting that just metal endurance on that. So I was already ready to fucking jump on a kit and go faster already. Yeah. So it was a complete fucking accident. And then I saw a live video. I'm like, oh, it's fucking like that. That's easier. Yeah. All right, Yeah. But ever done anything like that?
I feel like I definitely have before, especially I work, like I was saying earlier, I work at the Boys and Girls Club in Buena Park. I teach the music program there, and I teach kids in a rock band style. And a lot of times, I'm not a drummer, I'm not really a guitarist. I can play guitar, but I'm not amazing at it like these guys, But there's been times when I have to teach.
Thank you.
Yes. There's been times though when I have to teach the whole. Obviously, I always have to teach the whole band everything on their parts. So I can't always learn the part exactly what it is. So I teach the kids something and it's also because some of the kids are not to that level to where they can play certain songs exactly like the record. So you have to find a way to improvise. So a lot of times I have to teach them a more simplified version, but that requires me to now figure out a more simplified version of it, So it's for example, playing instead of a F major 7, just have them play a F major, or anything like that. Instead of playing this crazy bass line, find another bass line, or think of another bass line that works, that sounds still like it, but isn't the exact thing. So I've been put in many situations like that, even especially on the drums. There's some crazy drum fills sometimes. I'm like, okay, I got to find something else to do here, because I can't, I can't play drums crazy. I can't even do a snare roll. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay. So I got to find another way to make it kind of sound like a snare roll, or something close, or maybe do a tom fill instead, or something like that, So there's a lot of situations for me where I have to improvise to make it work for the kids and stuff.
That's good.
So, but it also helps me as a musician being able to figure out other ways to still convey the same message, or convey the same music, but also do it in a way that I can still teach the kids and they still feel accomplished at the end of the day. So
sometimes simpler is better though.
Honestly,
especially
when you're learning, when you're starting, it's so much better to progress and move forward to something simpler than to get stuck on something that you're not good enough to do yet. Practice it on your own time at home, get good at it. But when you're when you have 1 hour with the band, you shouldn't waste your time learning something that's going to take you hours.
And with a bunch of kids all learning different instruments, I don't have time.
Yeah.
I literally don't have time to sit down and teach them exact parts, unless they all go home and practice on their own. But I have no way of monitoring that. I'm not going to go, I can't go to every kid's house and check on, no.
If they care, they'll do it on their own time.
Yeah, and some of them do, honestly, most of them do go home and practice, but also it's not every kid has an instrument at home, sometimes all they have is what we have at the Boys and Girls Club. They can't go home and practice, so I have to make sure I'm accommodating for those kids too that also don't have instruments at home. So it's a lot of stuff to think about when teaching a band like that, especially with kids of different ages, as young as 6, as old as 17. You don't know who you're gonna get in there, but we have to make the band work. You know what I'm saying? We have to make them work as a unit. So yeah,
it's pretty fucking sick.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a really, really cool job. Honestly, I love it. And it challenges me as a teacher too, because it makes me be able to learn how to pivot in certain situations like that. So
you're in a different chair, wearing a different hat.
Yes, sir.
So you're not the one playing, you're the one teaching now.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, good work, man. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
I just got the job to be teaching autistic and disabled kids, but I'm debating if I should take it or not, because I'd have to driving to different houses and stuff.
Yeah, it's almost like an aid kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, or private work,
Yeah. I have a buddy, his girlfriend does that.
Oh, cool.
From what I've heard, I wouldn't suggest it. But
Okay,
that's
honestly,
just
I
your
need
experience.
advice. I need advice because I'm
If
my
you have the
ideal
patience.
choice is to be doing audiovisual on the side while we're building our band still, and hopefully our band will take off and we can make money off it. You know, that'd be amazing because not that I'm doing music for money, but I need money obviously as I want to move out. And
With the way these gas prices are moving right now. Need
Oh,
money,
dude.
bro.
money
Do an hour
is
on
freedom.
that.
For real. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's just been the last few weeks. It's been it's been like overkill.
How much is it over in your guys' area?
It's almost $6.
Same, yeah. I'm like, bro, I thought we took over Venezuela so we could get better gas. Psych.
For
No,
real,
it
like,
definitely wasn't for
No,
that
it's gonna
reason.
go up actually.
At this
for
point,
no
just give
reason.
them back. Shoot, man.
It's like,
give it
bruh.
back. It's like you didn't make any deal. Fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, I think in our area it's like 540 or 550.
Yeah.
Something like that. Fuck,
It's-
dude,
oh,
that's so
man.
rough, man.
It's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'm like, how is it going up? I mean, whatever, man.
I don't
Yeah,
want to talk
money's
about
the
it.
core of
Like,
everything
honestly,
right now,
bro,
man.
It's just gonna piss me off.
Yeah, I know. I could
Yeah.
talk about so much about that and why we did what we did as our country, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's all good. But let me,
or I'll say this: what I've learned accidentally, if I'm answering your question too, that was a good answer, Nonso, is playing bass, like when I used to mainly for our band, I like accidentally figured out this thing where like you just tap the fretboard and it can sound cool. So like, you know, I had this, you know, triplet rhythm, and like I do it on congos and stuff, like, but like and then you do it on like the fretboard and it sounds cool. So that's something I accidentally figured out at a gig, and I was like, oh, let me try doing that. So whenever I play bass, I like to do that.
It's like percussive slapping.
Yeah, but it's cool. Just like doesn't make any sound for notes. It just sounds like drums, you know, which is cool. But another thing is like on guitar, I have the whammy pitch shifter pedal, and I just got it to do like, you know, octave bends a lot of times, like Tom Morello or something.
Oh shit!
But they have a harmony section, and I don't really know of that many people that actually use it. But I was like, let me just. I think a couple times I just like went over to it. And I was like, let me see how this works. Like, what could I do with this? Because they have like things that could bend. Like you have it up, and it's like a third, and you bend it down, and now it's adding a fourth harmony. So you could like make it sound like a slide, like 5 to 6 or something. So like I've written songs with like these harmonies, and just add such dense voicings to your chords that you're strumming out that you wouldn't be able to get on a guitar, which is fun. So that's also boosted my musicianship. Other like random effects on my H9 pedal, you know, I love just exploring with different sounds, you know, like
oh, it's so fun, dude.
Like the H9 by Eventide. It's an amazing multi-effects pedal, and I'm very grateful I have it. They came up with a new one recently, but the H90, I think. But I have the H9, and I got it like in high school when I was like a sophomore. By the way, it's 2026 now. We're talking all these years, and you know,
These pedals still work.
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
about to last, man.
And it sounds amazing. They have so many crazy effects on there, and so like I'll put one up, and it's like, oh, there's this like super crazy panning gate tremolo that sounds cool, you know, and it just inspires you, you know, whether it's songwriting or to do something unique, you know.
Your pedals are cool for that. Like, there's tons of shit I wouldn't ever in unless I had a pedal.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just like, oh, then you like change your tunings on your guitar.
Exactly.
I like going in C standard, and then I'll do like funk, like, you know that Ottawa pedal, the purple one?
Yep.
Spectrum something?
The Spectrum filter. Yep.
I put it on my C standard guitar, so it's heavy and funky with that wow, and I put fuzz and hot wax distortion on it.
Damn.
Fucking mwah. And then when we layered it, we took out the hot wax and the fuzz, and then we put a tube screamer to add a higher, just like a treble on it, and it was just fucking meaty tones, dude.
That's really cool, man.
It's like,
Yeah.
Or like jamming with like certain musicians, you know, like if you're just jamming with the drummer, it could inspire different things. If you're just jamming with the bass player or jamming with the whole band, you know, everyone that you play with can inspire different things out of your playing and you out of them. So
it's gonna be present.
There's a bunch of different things that have led to growth as a musician, you know. I'd say those are some of the happy accidents, though. You know, you're playing with someone else, and then you're inspired by what they do, or just by the dynamic between you two, or you're like, you know, messing with a random effect, or you're like randomly doing some weird stuff to your instrument, and it makes a cool sound. You know,
yeah, it's all about being weird and wacky. You know, embrace the weird, as Lizzie Hale says.
Yeah,
embrace your weird.
Yeah,
but to jump back to this, because I did this purposely. I looped around the dialogue. So, what's your best show? We did worst, not best.
That's right.
Best show. Man. You know, we've played so many shows. This is kind of...
What's the most recent one? I guess you could probably say Den Studios. That shit was fucking filled with people.
Yeah,
It was cool.
Dirty Mondays, shout out.
Honestly, I might want to say Yamava just because
I played the fucking
we play
casino.
Yamava Casino a lot, and they have an amazing audiovisual team. Their sound guys are amazing. Shout out. Always doing us right with the monitor mixes, stereo in-ear monitor mixes, which is really nice.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's as a performer, when your monitor mix, which is how you can hear yourself, is good, it makes it a lot more fun, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you have stereo in-ear monitors, which are basically like headphones, and you can hear your whole mix in stereo, and you can dial it in just like how you like. And like I can hear my guitar in like stereo sounding massive, super loud, and like my vocal really loud, and everyone else blended in to taste, you know, just because of course you want to be able to hear yourself best so you play right.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you prefer the in-ears or do you prefer like just hearing it out loud?
I prefer in-ears, I think.
Yeah.
Just because
Same.
so much, especially when it comes to vocals. Okay, if I wasn't singing, I would prefer just hearing it out loud, because hearing your amp roar behind you is majestic.
Mm-hmm.
But what I actually tend to do is I'll roll down my volume a lot. If not, I'll turn it off sometimes when I'm not singing. But when I am singing, I'll crank it so that, you know, then I can like hear my amp behind me when I just want to hear my guitar. Or like if I'm singing, it's just so much easier and better to sing in pitch. Like when you can't hear yourself, you're basically just screaming, you know. But when you can hear yourself in your monitors, it's just literally a whole different world. Because, you know, you could sound great singing like right now, but like you get put in a live band and like a lot of people just suddenly feel like they forget how to sing because they just can't hear themselves, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like when you literally can't hear yourself, you'll be like, ah, you got it.
Yeah, you start going off pitch.
You know, and it's like,
because you couldn't hear the guitar or whichever that you're going
or,
off.
or all you hear is
melody-wise.
guitar, and the guitar is so damn loud that you don't even hear your voice over the guitar in your own
Yeah.
head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like for me, it's hard, like to want to go to in-ears. I know it probably would be way easier, but I'm a sucker for just the analog shit and just like I have my notes memorized, so I'm usually not ever out of pitch. I would say what you're saying about like maybe you would be screaming more, which is probably something I have done from what I can remember. But I just like hearing it all out loud, and I like hearing the crowd. I feel like if you had in-ears, you probably couldn't hear the crowd as much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
It is
feeling that.
It is pretty limiting with the in-ears. Like, it is nice to be able to hear the vocals and everything. I personally, I'm not gonna lie, I prefer just having a wedge in front of me than using the in-ears, and it's only because of, well, there's many reasons, honestly, but one of the main reasons is because they always fall out of my ears. Like, they just start. They get
sweat,
stuck
right?
on. They get stuck on my dreadlocks, actually.
Oh, dude.
You know, and then they start falling and start moving, and I'm like, dude, every time. And then
You, like, pull your
they
hair?
also get
Damn.
stuck on my guitar strap on the back, you know, sometimes, and then they'll start like pulling back a little bit, and I try to adjust
I hate when
it.
they pull back.
Yeah, it's the man, like that part of it is just really annoying, but besides that, it is nice having like being able to hear yourself very clearly in them. It's just, and also as a bass player, if I'm being honest, like I don't hear that well when it comes to hearing the bass in the in-ears. Like I almost never honestly get a good bass sound out of them. It's just because like I don't know, you got guitars in there and then you got the drums in there, and the bass kind of just sits somewhere. I know you can hear it because when I take it off, I can hear the bass clearly. Like I hear it booming, you know. But then when I put them in, it's like it's gone, and I'm like, bro, what? You know. So it's maybe it's my in-ears, but like I have switched in-ears twice now, and it's the
still the
same
same
thing, you know. So maybe it's my ears. I don't know. Honestly.
But they have these things for bass players, actually. They're like a mini subwoofer that sits on your shoulder. Something
Nah.
like that.
It's like a parrot.
And a lot
It's
of
like a
basses,
parrot.
a lot of
Heck
bass,
no.
or it's like something like that. But it's like hidden and discreet. But a lot of bass players swear by them that use in your monitors, actually.
You sit a
Because
mini sub on your shoulder.
It's something like that. I don't think it's that
Yeah, I
crazy.
would never do that. Like, it's,
I forget what it is, but it's like it's actually it's nice. It's
like a mini
you
Orange
probably
jam.
you probably should get. I don't know what in-ears do you use now.
I bought some off of Adrian, but I forget what they're called. I think they're Sures, but I don't know exactly which ones they
We're
are.
thinking of getting these stereo in-ear mixes monitors, and we could each have our own mix, so we could crank the bass in yours more, and then like your vocal should be really nice and like
Yeah, that'd be cool.
and it would be stereo too. We want to get the Behringer Wing. It's an amazing mixing board,
Yeah.
and then but another thing too about what you're talking about, you not being able to hear the crowd. They have these in-ear monitors that like have microphones on them, and you can blend in the outside world.
Oh wow.
So you could get one of those if you ever wanted to. But
That'd be nice because I do agree with you on that. Like I like
Same.
being there with the
I
audience,
agree.
you know.
Yeah.
And it's like I just can't hear how intense everything is when I have the in-ears in, you know. But versus when you take them out, it just feels the energy is so much different, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
So-
feeling it go through the air because that's why you can tell a good show from a bad show. That's the energy that you gave and then they gave back.
Exactly.
You know, it's that's what music is. It's the
it
Exactly.
definitely is a
Give them
lot more
energy.
isolating with in-ears when you can't hear them. And honestly, we have the most basic in-ear setup right now. We got just the X mono in-ears, so it just sends mono, and we all share one mix.
Yeah.
So
Oh, shit.
and it's
Yeah.
super. We basically just mostly run vocals through it. And what I really like about it is that you can why I like it more than wedges is like monitors is because you can't go up and turn up the monitor when you're singing. But the in-ears, you know, I have it normally like halfway volume, but then I crank it all the way to max when I start singing. I can hear myself
okay.
really, really well, which is really nice. But like, besides that, yeah, we should get better in-ears. I think that's the moral of the story.
Well,
Yeah, I'm the kind of guy where like I wouldn't want to fidget too much like in between the set because I
Same.
have stuff to say like jokes and shit like to lean in and be like the front man, right? So for me it's like you know when you say you fidget your pedals, it's like
Yeah.
I wouldn't do any of that. I'd be like, you know what? That's just how it is for the show, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to have to
Or
sit
maybe
there and
after the
pitch it.
song, like after one song, if there's something wrong, then fix it. But
Yeah, of course. Yeah, if it's
Yeah.
like very vital for the set to play out good.
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
I don't even, as a bass player, I don't even really like care for pedals, to be honest. I obviously have a pedal board.
Ironic.
You have a
I don't
great
care.
pedal board
That's
for a
like
bass
not
player.
Yeah, I have a great, honestly, a really good setup for it.
Yeah.
But my favorite tone is like a classic Jameson sound. Like that's my favorite tone ever, and that will always be my favorite tone. You know, or like a Paul McCartney tone, something like that. You know.
They figured it out. Might
Yeah.
as well just jump on that.
Yeah, but obviously, exactly. But
Yeah.
obviously, I'm into like Les Claypool. I'm into Thundercat. I'm into Geddy Lee. Like all those guys with the crazy
Get it
Mono
piece of
sound.
Neon.
shit, dude.
You know, yeah, mono neon. Yeah, I have mono neon signature pedal, the whammy.
Yeah.
You know, I love that thing, but I don't use it that much. You know,
You guys,
it's
you
just
guys
like-
listen to a lot of Rush?
not a whole lot
Not
for
as
me.
much as we
but I
should,
do,
yes.
I do know some Rush. Yeah.
I
You
was
know,
I was
Red
re-binging
Rush.
them, and one of my favorite songs. It's off their '90s record, something Tears of Echo, something like that. It had like a rock formation, but they have a song called "Driven." And I
Yeah.
think this is when Neil Peart decided to take on jazz, and then he had like a different technique then.
Yeah.
But the bass tone on that song,
Yeah.
you need to listen to that song.
I will.
Because the riff is like the guitar is playing it, right? But then when it silences and then it's just the bass doing it, it's like down, 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 down,
Yeah.
down, down. Like it's so fat. It's like you gotta listen to that shit, dude. It is
Okay, I
fucking
will, yeah.
Chef's kiss of like bass playing, dude.
Heck yeah, man!
And
I also love their song "Spirit of the Radio." Or yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
called
yeah,
Spirit of the Radio.
yeah.
That's
It's
such
a
a good
great
one.
song.
It's the changes on that song are ridiculous, man.
Yeah, it's-
And they're pressing, like, keyboard stuff on the floor.
Oh man, so good.
Yeah, there's so much shit
Yeah.
going on.
Yep.
I remember Neil Peart inspired me to like in high school to have a keyboard, a big ass fat keyboard on the side while I was playing drums, just to fucking play a few notes.
What
Just,
the heck?
Yeah, or like bells and shit. So I was like, I just want to be extra. I'll
Yeah.
bongos like, you know, like flood the whole thing. Shit was fucking
Yeah,
cool,
might as well
dude.
get experimental with it. So
Yeah.
There'll be times when we have gigs and I'm like tapping the bass on my left hand and playing the keyboard with my right.
Oh, dude, that's the greatest
It's
shit,
fun,
dude.
man.
It makes you look even more like the shit. You're like, I know what I'm doing. Like, I can do two instruments.
Hell yeah.
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 But is there anything you guys want to promote before we get you out of here? Any merch, any new shows coming up, anything like that?
Yeah, we got an album coming out, debut album on April 17th. So stay tuned for that. We've been working for like the past two plus years on this record, honestly, just like putting songs together, writing music, working with different engineers, producers, just trying to get this project done. Shout out to Erica Records and Liz too, because we're getting this pressed on vinyl. We'll have 500 copies and that'll probably be it. So get your hands on those as soon as possible. And we're currently planning a release party that we're hoping will be probably around the same ballpark, like April 18th, something like that. If not, sometime in May too. So stay tuned for all that. A lot of cool stuff coming. So
Yes, it's so we're so proud of it. We've worked on it with, this guy. He won Upcoming Producer of the Year in the UK. His name's Tate Nichols. He produced it, and he's so talented. We got to record it at Apogee Studios in Santa Monica, and we got it mixed by Ira Becker. He's an amazing mixing engineer. We learned so much from him too, and then we got it mastered by the chief mastering engineer at Air Studios London, which was built by the producer of the Beatles, George Martin. And it's amazing. And he is an incredible mastering engineer. He mastered it for both digital streaming and for vinyl. So it sounds incredible on vinyl. And of course streaming, and we're so proud of it. You know, like you said, we were perfectionists for years and didn't release anything, and now pretty much every damn song on this we're so proud of. You know, except for that one tiny thing I said on Feeling Alive, but we're still proud of it. Like,
No, that was great.
That's literally the only thing, honestly, which is ironic, but still,
Yeah,
like,
and it still sounds just fine.
yeah,
honestly.
the only thing I would do is like make it sound a little smaller in the first verse, but it's fine. You
Like,
know, it's
and,
fine.
like,
It's
no,
fine.
and
It's
like
fine.
honestly, no listener's gonna notice that.
Yeah.
You know, ever.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
it's just
That's for
there's-
us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
for
what you
us.
guys do.
That's
Yeah.
for you who now you guys know the song and you can listen to it and you can be like, yeah, he's overthinking as every artist, but it's okay. And please come to the show, April 18th, we believe. It should be at a vinyl record store in Long Beach. We will post the location soon, and we're gonna be selling the vinyls there. We're gonna be performing. We're going to be we're really proud of it. We really want you to get your hands on a vinyl. We only have 500, so, and these could be super valuable one day. So definitely invest. It's an investment.
Yeah, one suggestion I have for you. I mean, not that I know like the most about everything business wise, but I have heard the saying: sell it before you stream. Make sure your vinyls are out at shows. Do not drop your music until a little after you start selling your vinyls, because they're gonna pay for that first to be able to hear your shit. Tease it the fuck out of it.
Ooh, not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Smart
because then
man.
it's like they stream. What are you gonna get? Fucking point nickel, point penny.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? So, yeah, sell the
Yeah.
vinyls first at your shows. It makes people come and show up to buy that shit. You know,
Mhm.
do that for a good bit and then stream after.
That's
Wow,
a
you're
good
smart.
Mhm.
Very smart.
Because low key, yeah, it's like if you're trying to save money and you're like, damn, it's gonna be $20 for this local artist vinyl or something, or 25 or whatever.
Because I know you're getting 500 vinyls. That ain't cheap. It's a lot of fucking money, I bet.
Shout out to Erica Records. She gave us all them for free with no commission at all.
All right, well, I'm wrong.
No, we are so lucky. Like,
Yeah.
massive shout out.
No, it's a really, really cool shout. It's because Liz, who's the owner of Erica Records, she was a proud sponsor of the Boys and Girls Club for a long time. And we had an
Wow.
event at the Boys and Girls Club where me and the boys performed. And then after I gave a speech about my past experience, because I also grew up at the Boys and Girls Club. And after that, she after listening to our band and like knowing me and stuff like that as well, she just offered to press our first record like on
That's
vinyl.
why he's the GOAT. That's why he's the GOAT.
Yeah. It was really cool, honestly. It was really cool of her. She just stood up like after my
Yeah.
speech and was like, I'm pressing your records on vinyls. I'll give you guys. And then she just, you
A
know,
year and a half later.
a year and a half later, she's still down.
And
So,
she was
hey.
Hell
like,
yeah.
she's the freaking best. Like, she would literally text us and be like, guys, I'm gonna die soon. Like, please hurry up and send me that.
Yeah.
We're like, damn, don't say that. But like,
Yeah.
she had a couple emergencies, so thank the Lord that we're here. And the whole
Just
team
helping
at
you
Erica
out.
Records is amazing. They're so nice.
Yeah,
they bring
all
us
really
in.
nice people.
They showed us the printing process. They were there while they were literally pressing it onto the first
With
vinyl.
the clay and all that stuff.
Yeah, everything.
Yep.
Like,
that's true.
Yeah, it's a really cool process.
this is
really
actually Liz's dad invented the automatic vinyl pressing machine, I believe, if not invented vinyl pressing.
cool. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why they were like they're one of the biggest apparently vinyl pressing companies in the world.
Whoa.
And they press for like Disney and a bunch of other things. So, and Liz, she won like Woman of the Year in Orange County, in Buena Park, in like Hero of the Year, and it makes sense because like no one even knows that she's doing this for us. Lord knows how many other things she's doing for people. Like,
That's
she
pretty-
truly is
Yeah,
a
she's
hero.
an extremely humble person. Like she
Yeah.
just makes things happen, helps people out, and doesn't need anything from anybody. You know, like she's super, super nice and super cool. And
Yeah.
that's the kind of people you want to surround yourself with. You know, like people
100%.
that just genuinely want to help and like help others be better and help
Like you.
others. Yeah, exactly. You
Thanks,
know?
man.
So
This guy, he's doing this for free. Honestly, he's helping us out. He's probably helping out every artist. Just getting us on here, and with this is content we can use now. And like, you know, we don't owe this guy anything. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Shout out.
probably I owe you gas money, I guess, probably.
I mean,
I appreciate you guys coming out.
we could
yeah.
owe you for giving us content now for free, but you know.
Nah,
so-
man. It's just, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, whatever the fuck.
Yes, sir.
It just
Yeah.
is what it is, whatever.
Hell yeah.
It's homies helping out homies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
legend.
But yeah,
Yeah.
is there anything you'd want the people to know about your music, like what to expect from a show, just so you have like your branding out there. Like, this is what we bring to the table. Come see the show, experience it, have a good time. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say we definitely are very like high energy, and we put on a good show in general. We want the audience to feel what we feel when we're up there. I think our whole motto too with Familiar Faces is to create familiar faces, you know, to make the audience really the band, you know, like the audience is the
we
Familiar
wanna see you
Faces.
again.
We want to see you back, and we want to see you guys party with us all the time. So as Familiar Faces, which is us, we extend the invite to you guys who are also Familiar Faces, you know.
Yeah, I'd say our shows prioritize, you know, great music ideally, you know, talent, not gassing ourselves up, but but like that's like the type of thing, you know, and then like, you know, you go, hopefully some songs you're like, oh my gosh, that hit, that was amazing. Some other songs you might be like, damn, these guys go crazy, they shred and are like, wow, that was like mind-blowing. Hopefully that's like what we strive to give at each show, and I think, you know, we're gonna strive to give even more to like just that people have fun and not overthink it a show, you know, and just like be there, just let loose, just like be like, I want to come back because that was genuinely so much fun that like, why would I not want to come back, you know?
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
And
seeing
if you want to
Interstellar.
have an idea of what our live show is like, we're playing what's today? Monday, Tuesday?
March 23rd, Monday, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are playing this weekend. On Friday, we're playing at the Blue Beat in Newport Beach.
That's probably out way later.
Yeah.
They're not gonna know.
Yeah, well, hey. Oh, yeah. Oh, dang.
Yeah, it's like a few weeks.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I could
Just
get it.
don't
You guys
I
missed
get
it already. You guys
Yeah,
already
You
missed
guys
it.
missed it, bro. Damn.
Damn,
Yeah.
you stupid ass.
Well,
I could
I'm
have it out. I could have this out before your release show. I could do that for sure.
Well, all I will say is follow us on Instagram, familiarfaces_official, and we'll have our show dates on there, and you guys should come check out our shows.
Check out our
Yeah.
website, familiarfacesofficial.com.
Yep.
Right there, the homepage has all of the list of shows updated for every show happening, so you can see that there for sure.
Yes, come to a show, say hi. We don't bite.
Yeah, not much.
Unless you want me to.
It'll be like a written request. Yeah, but not gonna lie, I
Much
thought
love.
Familiar Faces meant like it was just because you were twins.
That was why we named it that, to be honest. We were
Yeah.
thinking like what's something that could have to do with, because we were thinking of band names and like, well, everyone always talks about the fact that like there's identical twins in the band, so maybe we could think of something to do with that. And we were like, identical faces, and then we're like, oh, Familiar Faces.
Yeah, but that was beautiful though. Well, you're talking about the crowd feeling
No, but that's
familiar.
something we've talked
cool.
about, you know. We talked about like, what do we want to, like, you know, all the vision statement, you know, like.
Yeah, it was great. I love
feel
that.
like if it's just about twins, then it's like, and plus I'm here too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm not a twin.
Well, like you
so-
said,
That's
Chad,
not-
he's the brother from another mother.
Exactly.
Why you said that
Yeah.
shit?
I did. I said that in the show. And it's obviously, it's obviously, you know, like, yeah, like you said, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that might have been what we were thinking at one point when we were naming it, but like, it's deeper than that for sure.
Yeah, I love it.
We're twins. Nonso is a brother from another mother. But the thing is, honestly, Sean and I, you know, we're identical twins, but we kind of look not identical. Most people these days are like, you're not identical, but we biologically are. And like, I grew up my hair, you got his mustache, and now we just look more different.
No,
Like,
you guys still look very much the same to me.
true.
It's just, yeah, you do have different like facial features, you know.
But I feel like Dean, like, it looks more like me sometimes than Sean, you know, with the same hair, or like some other
Yeah.
people.
I guess, yeah, you and Dean have like a lot of the same
Yeah,
style.
and like
you know?
Aaron and Sean, like, similar because they both have the short hair and the mustache. you know?
Yeah.
And then, but you and I, you know,
Oh,
we
yeah.
got the same long hair going. I mean, yours is dreads, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
so we
Yeah.
got familiar hair. That's right. Actually, I don't know if it's
If
close
someone
enough,
if
but-
someone punched Sean, would you feel it?
No, actually, ironically, today we got asked to be in a Mr. Beast music video
Oh yeah, you're
to
telling me.
check as being twins, and we almost got it. I mean, obviously we didn't. But
Yeah.
it
He's
was
like, you guys don't look alike.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I wonder what they would have been testing us with, you know, like.
Yeah.
Probably poking you with like cattle rods or something. I don't know. I'd be like, do you
Right.
feel this or something?
I was thinking about that. I was like, are they gonna be like testing our
Would
telepathy?
you and Sean ever go back to the twin look? Like, would you guys just get the same haircut, same?
Wear the same
I'd
thing.
be down. I mean, I've been trying to get Sean to grow out his hair for so long, because Because the truth is, I mean, I definitely don't want to make our band about being twins, obviously, because you're literally 1/3 part of it. You know, like amazing. That's like obvious. That's like
it's the whole band practically.
Yes,
you know?
And it's like, and not only that, but obviously it's about the music, not like us being twins. But the truth is, it definitely is a attention grabber, you know, and anything to help with attention these days, because attention spans are so short. It would be nice, you know, like. We're not pretty girls, so we can't just play guitar. Exactly. Hopefully that can work for us. But, you know, if we can, I don't know, something to grab attention would probably help.
Yeah, you guys already fucking dress well. That's all you need. That's like the guys' version of being like a hot, pretty girl. It's just we don't need faces.
Agreed.
We got the clothes. We got the swagger. That's our thing.
When we started dressing like nicely, that's definitely I feel like what gave us an even better shot. You know, just because like. I mean, I've seen so many bands that are so talented, but they just like wear all black, you know, and it's like, okay, I mean, it looks good, you know, but it's like I've seen the same bands do that so many times, or like they'll just, I don't know. I just feel like your appearance is also just as important, you know, as your music. So it's like if you represent or if you present yourself a certain way, then it will also help boost your music too. You know,
it all amplifies. It feeds in like the snake eating itself.
It all feeds in. It helps each other out. You know. So
I would just suggest everybody wear the craziest shit because you will be remembered.
Damn right.
And they'll embrace you next time.
Literally, like, I will never forget that purple suit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like with the cheetah print. Like I can't forget that. You kidding me? I'm thinking the first thing I thought when I saw you was a pimp named Slickback. I don't know if you've seen. I don't know if you've seen the Boondocks, but I was like, when I saw him, I was when I saw you, the first thing I thought was like, the name is a pimp named Slickback, not a pimp, not Slickback, a pimp named Slickback. You gotta say the whole thing. That was the first thing I thought of, man.
That's what I try to do. I remember
and you rocked it, man.
I remember, like, I know I'm doing a good thing when like I was walking in Pomona and there was just like a bunch of shows going on in front of the Fox Theater. There's like a bunch of like black dudes and they're just like staring at me. They're like, "You dress well, young man." I was just like. When you get that approval, So I get the approval from the brothers. I know I'm doing a good job. I'm like, I feel so great.
Because look, one thing about us is we tell you straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like we tell you straight how it is, man.
It's like much love.
If you get that approval, then that's a really good sign, man.
They love my humor and everything. I'm super ballsy too, so they're just like, this guy's bold. I love him. Yeah, just feel embraced.
Hell yeah, man.
But that's our show right there, guys. That's gonna call it a cut.
I'm trying to find the photo of your suit.
Oh yeah,
it just popped up on my recommended photos, but now it's gone. I'm like, no, come back.
Oh, I forgot you took a photo of me. Or you took photos with me.
There it is. Yeah, the cheetah in the purple, so clean.
Oh yeah. I was so fucking tired, dude.
Heck yeah, that's sick, man.
Oh yeah, thanks for coming, bro. Legend.
Yeah, thank you guys for being on the show, dude.
Of course.
Appreciate that.
Thanks for supporting. No, seriously, you're supportive as hell, man.
Trying to do
the shows, having people on here, like.
Yeah, I'm only planning on going to like one more show in beginning of April, and then I need to like chill out. I'm pretty fucking exhausted. I've been going to shows all month.
Oh really?
I need a break for sure.
Man, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah,
shows, especially shows in LA, man, where there's no parking and.
I don't mind paying the tickets of the thing. I got them for free with that old guy.
Sweet.
Oh,
like
really?
I just said, I need to pay my tickets. So he's like, I have 2 free.